Hi, this is Adam with Small Town Machine Shop. We're going to start a new segment from now on. It's going to be called Machinery Monday. So every Monday I post a video working on a different piece of machinery. So as you recall from previous videos, this is the Craftsman floor model drill press. We're going to go ahead and go through it. As you see, I've already lowered the head, making it more accessible. It has a very bad bearing noise in the top somewhere. So we're going to go ahead and pull that out, and I'm going to try to come up with a new motor for it. This is an old swamp cooler motor. It doesn't fit properly on the base here. They missed some of the holes and they kind of pinched it on the other side. But first, the goal is to get it to stop making noise. So the first thing we're going to do here is remove the motor. We need to replace it anyway. The cord is very frayed, very brittle, and it's like that. So we're obviously going to get rid of that. Okay. So for that, let's grab our Allen wrenches here. We're going to unhook the switch. It's in here. Pull this out. If we can. We're going to cut that down in here. What they did is this had a wire nut joining the neutrals, and just use the toggle switch to split the hot lead. I pull this guy out of here. See, this wire is super brittle, so it'd be good to get that out of there. Next, we'll loosen these. Give those a quick turn. Actually, go ahead and pull them all the way out. We'll be painting this guy. There's one. One just like it on the other side. There's that. Push the motor in, slack on the belt, take off the belt. And off there. There we go. Now we will separate the motor, slide her out. And it took one of the pins with it. The pin's down there. We'll address that when we get to that part of it. Okay, now on the main part. There's two bearings under here, from what I understand. I have not looked at diagrams for this. I like to just take things apart and figure out. That's how I retain the information better. There is a screw in there which we'll remove, and I think that's just pressing against one of the bearings and retaining that pulley. Get in here, the flathead screwdriver. Pull this guy out. Yeah, that guy's loose in there. And we'll see about popping this guy out. Now this pulley, I think, is Zamac or something like that, so don't put any pressure against any of these ribs here. Actually, we're going to use the spindle kind of to our advantage here. All the way up, pull, and there we go. Come on. This guy back down. There we go. Come on. There. Okay, you can see there's a lower bearing there, retained by two clips. Actually, it looks like it's retained by one on the shoulder. There's another bearing back here. So, that one feels, when I push down against it, that one feels a little chunky. That one doesn't feel bad. That one certainly does. So set that off to the side for now. Okay. Now, we'll look down at the spindle here. Go ahead and take off the depth stop. This has an Allen head bolt. Not that one. This collar. That was a 3/16. Loosen it. Yeah, it's spinning on the back there. There. I'll loosen that for now. And on this side here, go ahead and spin the nut all the way off. Yeah, it's kind of peened over there, so maybe we won't on that. We'll see. Okay, so let's spin this lock out. This is the spindle lock. As you can see, it's a standard bolt there that's just been drilled and pinned. We'll try to do something with that. Okay. Now, ever since I've had this, as you can see, the spring has almost no pull on it. So let's see what it takes to get this off. There's a socket head cat screw right here. Actually, no, it's just a thumb wheel. We got a pair of pliers. Okay, we're going to grab this real gently. Oh yeah, break that loose. Starting to move as I'm loosening that. So and pull that screw out. Work this guy back and forth. pry there. Okay. One off. Again, very light pressure, don't want to damage anything. A bunch of goo in there. Okay. Popped out. That went to the end of the gear there. Let's see. The handle is peened on this side over. So let's see if there's a way to pull this guy out. There's the spring in there. There's another bolt underneath here. That's about a 3/8. Go get a wrench real quick. Okay, if you look underneath here, here's the bolt I'm talking about. It's not 7/16, it's actually 1/2 inch. So I'll be right back. Okay, I got a ratchet. Take this guy out. Luckily, everything on this machine has been pretty free. That bolt out. See, it's got a little bit of a end on it there. I guess some kind of set screw. Okay, now you see when I move this, it pulled out a little bit. That's why I got this board here. I don't want anything to drop on the floor if I can avoid it. Pull this guy out. It's coming, nope, something came loose there. There's the gear. There's the internal spring for the return. So that bolt was right in there, retaining that. Okay, so now I'll set that off to the side. I'd like to get the spindle all the way out. Do that. Go ahead and take this bolt off all the way. The Allen wrench. See if I can do it without taking the chuck out if I can. This is outer part. So we're going to loosen that. Let's look up top here. I don't know how well you can see. Let me get a light. Down there is a socket head cap screw on this inner shaft. So go ahead and see if I can come up from the bottom here. See if I can get in there. Seems like it's one size bigger than that. Okay, let's try this guy. Nope, it's in between those two. Okay. There we go. In hindsight, I may have probably should have left the handle in before I tried to get on this. Lock it in place. Regardless, get that in there, break it loose. And it's pretty tight confines for someone with a big hand. So, I'll get in here from the top if I can. You guys see the thing I'm getting on? Let's see. Yeah, right down there. This Allen bolt right here attaches to this splined collar. So, it's gonna get dark here for a second. Yeah, definitely if you go to do this, keep the handle in place. Gotta keep that from turning. Sorry if that's a little fuzzy. Kind of hard to see way down the machine there. Okay, loosen it a bit. Okay, coming here from the top. Okay, let me get this done, and I will bring you back. Okay, we got that collar loose. As you can see, the spindle is now dropping out. I'm going to gently tap it from the top for the drift. See the chuck dropping out of there. Towards the end. Okay. Drop down a little bit more here. Put my foot here, try to catch it if it falls. We are now out of the upper collar. We are in the lower bearing. So I just need to tap it out a little bit more. Again, it sounds like I'm hitting on it hard, but I'm being very gentle with it. Let me get something a little longer to drive it with here. Oh, this is going to be long enough. Nope. Okay. That resting on it. Okay, that got it flush with the bearing. Now I need something a little skinnier. Okay. That's loose now. There we go. There is the splined shaft. The spindle, we'll be putting that on the lathe. Check the run out of the shaft. Make sure we're all good there. Let's see here. Let's see what else is in here. There's a bearing down in there. You can see that. Down there. I don't know if it's going to zoom in. Let's see. There's a washer there. Get that out of there. Hand's going to be in the way. It's going to go dark. It's more like a rubber washer of sorts. That's not metal. And beneath it is a... Again, the lighting is going to suck. Come on, get out of there. There's a metal washer. And down there is the bearing itself. That may not actually be a bearing, that may just be a tube. So, we're going to push it up. Okay. See if we can separate the depth stop from it. Yep, there we go. Pull it down and past, out of the groove. Slides out, hopefully. Whoa! Yeah, that's a... Oh, there is a bearing in there. And it feels chowdery. There's an issue there. Oh, there's another bearing there. That one feels okay. That was the bottom. So yeah, about 2 of the 4 bearings were feel bad in it. So we will, these are pressed in. We will knock those guys out. They're USA made bearings. We'll get the bearing numbers off those. Same with off the others. And then we'll go ahead and pull this guy off real quick. So not catch loose. I already lubed the shaft. Come on. to go. I have a feeling this is going to be heavier than I think. It's wiggling everywhere. Okay. Okay, here's the housing. As you can see, those two upper bearings went. There was that screw, came to the side. And on the bottom here, that's where the spindle came through. Kind of a, well, kind of a gasket there. Peel that off and fix that. So the handle went through. Doesn't feel bad. There's a little bit of a nick right there. Zero side. Clean that up. Probably get rid of the toggle switch. I just don't like those. I'll come up with a different switch for it. Then over here on the stand, I'm probably going to move my lathe so I can chuck this in it, polish the whole thing. After I take the table off and the base. And actually down here on the base, on either end, it's got these two flat parts. I don't know if they had bolts in them originally, or let's see here. Well, they're broke off in there. Either way, I'm going to clean those up and maybe tap them for a bigger size. Put leveling screws on each side so it's not so tippy. So yeah, we'll come back and I will clean up the parts and we'll pull those bearings off and we'll go from there. This is Adam from Small Town Machine Shop, working on the Craftsman floor model drill press. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Bye.